It has grabbed second, Neville Wilson and Bisca Gaga. We're about to see them off in the first of the afternoon. Light flashing, track slow, rail out 6. And set footy day today, and they're all in for race 1. Set to go. Off now, River Crossing began very fast down on the inside. Quilt raced greenly early. Flamber shot away and went straight down to the rail in front. Canella's crossing down to the flat side, and that's the only 4 going to the flat rail. Crystal Lovers making a beeline across the track to the outside rail, where Rustic Cell and Corona Star had bounded out fast, and they show the lead together, heading to the 600 metres. Just in behind them is Queen's Gate, followed by Swift Tally. Harmless near the middle of the course, and in behind those is Caprivi and Kerry Lass, followed by Espadon. A fair way back in the field is Belkenna, Kazana and Elmavira, last of the grandstand division. Flamber led the flat. River Crossing under extreme pressure behind her on the inside, and Quilt is out wider, followed by Cornella. On the other side, Corona Star, Rustic Cell and Queen's Gate coming at them hard on the grandstand side, with Quilt racing to the lead from River Crossing on the flat. Queen's Gate on this side, Quilt and River Crossing on the other side. There's not much in this. Quilt on the inside and Queen's Gate the outside. I'm not really sure they're on opposite sides. It's either Queen's Gate or Quilt ahead of River Crossing third, in front of Canella and Flamber. The other horses coming down the grandstand side there are including Rustic Cell, Belkenna, who made some ground from Kazana, Espadon, and they're followed further back in the field. Kerry Lass there in company with Swift Tally, and then Caprivi, Elmavira. Corona Star dropped right out of it, that grandstand side. Crystal Lover one of the last, and Harmless about last of all. Photo.
A little bit slow to begin, and one of the first into stride there was Crown of Martini. Going through fast there was Reenie's Dream to the inside, and Reenie's Dream went through to take the early lead over Crown of Martini, followed further back then by National Bid into the box seat. Further back Misty Cove. Going around the outside there was Zanukta, followed further back by Lady Cannabis. About 2 lengths away to Dingle Lass, followed further back then by Just Ace. Tailing right out of Blacksmith Blues, it's a further 6 lengths away. Bellabimba second last, and last running off the back straight Arctic Ring. About 600 metres to go as they make the turn off the back straight, and the leader down on the inside is Reenie's Dream, just in front of Crown of Martini, followed by Zanukta out wide. Just in behind them then came National Bid, followed further back then by Misty Cove. Lady Cannabis the outside. Further back was Dingle Lass over on the inside. Up a little bit close was Gold Story. They were followed by Blacksmith Blues, about third last coming to the corner, with Bellabimba and tailing out as Arctic Ring, swinging for home now, and Reenie's Dream down on the inside, quickly headed by National Bid. National Bid's gone to the front from Reenie's Dream, followed further back by Zanukta the outside, and then came Dingle Lass, but National Bid shot clear, and National Bid is far too good on the first. It bolts in 6 lengths. Dingle Lass second, Zanukta third, followed by Reenie's Dream. Blacksmith Blues next, followed by Misty Cove, and then Bellabimba, followed by Crowd of Martini. Well back was Just Ace on the inside, followed further back by Arctic Ring. Well back Lady Cannabis and Gold Story. Very easy win here in the opening race to number 4 now.
The first to bounce out on the inside, goes off, was out well too. Threadneedle is going forward. Magic Pursuer settling behind them fourth, and the Purple Cap being followed then as they settle fully into stride at the head of the other horses by Allenvale over on the outside. Then Well Stamped, and behind them Wolf Cloud and Rashid dropped out the last of all as they head to the 1400. Threadneedle's worked to the lead now, a length and a half in front. Simply Success will sit in for a trail. Goes off as third on the outside. 1.5 Magic Pursuer and Allenvale together. A length and a half further back in the field, then Well Stamped on the outside from Wolf Cloud, and back last of all is Rashid, and they've gone past the 1200 with Threadneedle the leader. Simply Success only a half a length away, moving up on the outside of the leader. 2 lengths back Goes Off, and around it is Allenvale, is trap wide. Magic Pursuer over on the inside, 1 Rashid, followed by Well Stamped, and Wolf Cloud is last of all. No pace, so Oliver lets Simply Success stride again, and he worked to the lead 3/4 in front. Threadneedle second, Allenvale third, Rashid wide out, and Goes Off in the yellow cap running fifth. 2 lengths behind them Magic Pursuer on the rail when they came near to the home turn, followed by Well Stamped, and back last of all is Wolf Cloud. Sprint home at the 600 metres, getting off the rail, Simply Success. Threadneedle coming through on the inside of it again. They lead around the home turn from Goes Off under the bat. Over on the inside, Magic Pursuer working home fairly well. Allen Vale, the grey, pull to the outside when they corner. Threadneedle leads at the 400 metres from Simply Success. Magic Pursuer and Wolf Clouds come right through from last on the inside, running home very well. Allen Vale, the widest runner. Threadneedle, the leader. Allen Vale, the outside. Wolf Cloud through on the rails are coming at Threadneedle with 150 metres to go. Allen Vale getting up on the outside of Threadneedle. Wolf Cloud on the rail. Allen Vale is coming home the better for Mark Flaherty's one ride for the day, and it'll be coming up trumps. Allen Vale wins it a long head to Threadneedle and Wolf Cloud third. A gap Magic Pursuer followed by Goes Off and Simply Success, and back behind those to finish Well Stamped and the very erratic Rashid, who hung badly, ended up on the outside rail and was last of all. Judge calls for a photo.
Roundabout just in front, Coming Attractions under the whip. Down the centre, Aurora's Bluebell, then Rancho Pearl. Roundabout's giving plenty on the inside though. He's about 2 lengths in front of Coming Attraction. Rancho Pearl late, but Roundabout's going to lead all the way in the first, and Roundabout wins a length. Second, Coming Attraction, ahead away third, Rancho Pearl. Fourth, Aurora's Bluebell. Fifth was Rangela, and last of the 6, Full Gauge.
It's out wide on the track, Anley away quickly. Forest Express flew out and Moon Cha-Cha going quickly. Secret Decree wide out going smartly.
Lady of Letters is mustering speed, and not far away is Torrance in company with Leopard Lady. And then on the inside, Celtic Dream as Tiffany Heights gets back a little from Says Who and Anley. And a good margin away next as they sort themselves out. On the inside and about 4 lengths further off, Turtle Beach. Down past the 600 they travel, and Forest Express leads from Moon Cha-Cha. In the third position, Lady of Letters, followed by on the inside Celtic Dream and then Secret Decree. Leopard Lady behind those, and then a break of a length to Silk and Ash, and then comes Says Who getting up on the inside. Straightening now, and Forest Express got away, and at the 300 Forest Express about a length and a half clear on Leopard Lady. On the inside is Celtic Dream, and then comes Moon Cha-Cha, who's dropped off from Tiffany Heights. Forest Express hands and heels by Len Beasley, looking good. Leopard Lady can make no impression on the favourite, who in fact is coming right away, and Forest Express unextended to beat Leopard Lady and Celtic Dream, and then came Hasty Bird, followed on the outside Tiffany Heights, Anley, Says Who, and then came Silver Ash, followed by Lady of Letters, Moon Cha-Cha, Secret Decree, Turtle Beach, and Torrance dropped out and finished at the tail of the field.
The tail of the field with John Lee settling into stride now, and Luva Lad out in a hurry is up there punching for the lead there with Cool Art Star. They were followed further back then by Gold Iris, and trapped a little bit deep was Rare Blend in the all white. They were followed further back by Miranda's Delight, and going through Dance in April the inside. Magic Moccasins next from Angel Boy. They were followed by Snap Strike, caught a little bit deep around the outside of Don Salim, and Kelly Country at the tail. Racing up to the 700 metre mark now, and the leader down on the inside, Cool Art Star, about a half length in front over Gold Iris on the outside, a length and a half back. Then came Rare Blend. They were followed by Dance in April, Luva Lad, followed by Miranda's Delight and Snap Strike. Over on the outside is Angel Boy, followed by Magic Moccasins. Donsley second last and about 6 away to Kelly Country at the tail. 500 to go, travelling up to the turn, and Cool Art Star on the inside, just in front over Gold Iris the outside. Rare Blend out 3 wide, and the all white moving up, followed by Dance in April, and Magic Moccasins getting a run through to the inside. About 150 to go. Cool Art Star is the leader, trying very hard as Rare Blend on the outside, but Cool Art Star is clear. Here's one, Snap Strike flashing home on the outside, but Cool Art Star by a length and a half to Snap Strike, and third is Rare Blend. They were followed by Magic Moccasins, Angel Boy, Kelly Country, followed further back by Dance in April. Next over on the outside there came Miranda's Delight, followed further back by Luva Lad, Kelly Country, and amongst the tail enders there was Gold Iris. 8.6 the tail
of the day. Betty Chateau down on the inside stood well. 1400 metres are about to break. Field of 9. Starter has them. All clear. Off they go now. Betty Chateau a little slow. So too Market Price, who gets back at the tail end early. And Love Seen as the first out. Lands 2 lengths in front of Monterey Lass. And Blushing Miss, winning as best, is going up on the outside of those two when they settle down. And behind them is Attila Lass, about 6th or so over on the inside. Being followed then by Market Price, moving up around her. Interest only towards the end of the field is second to last, and Betty Chateau last when they went past 1,000 metres, and Rona's caught out wide going towards the front, where Love Seen led. Winning as best has got to second. Rona is moving up third on the outside of Monterey Lass. A length and a half to Blushing Miss, and then came Attila Lass, being followed by Market Price. Interest only is second last, and 1.5 to Betty Chateau. Nearing the turn, Love Seen, the leader at the 650, is going to corner a narrow leader. Winning as best is second on the outside of her. Rona's been deep all the way. Monterey Lass just behind them from Blushing Miss. Attila Lass over on the rail. In behind those, Interest Only, and then Market Price and Betty Chateau. Homeward bound, winning as best after the leader, Love Seen. Wider out on the course now, Rona coming at them. Blushing Miss is the deepest runner. Attila Lass going for runs between horses. Market Price still spotting them a start. 250 to go here. And over on the outside, Rona in front. Coming after it is Market Price on the outside. Rona from Market Price. Attila Lass. It's Rona in front. Market Price pegs it back, 50 out. Market Price getting to Rona, going home the better, and Market Price won it by a long neck to a half length to Rona. 3 lengths away third, Attila Lass, followed in by Love Seen and Interest Only. Then Monterey Lass winning as best, tiring in the run home, being followed then by Blushing Miss, and Betty Chateau trailed them all the way.
Misty Mahal, Bagpipe Blues, Idle Bruce and Going Through Strawberry Lass are all in search of the lead. Melody's Lass settles down about 5th from Trista Court. Second last early on in the race is Noah Yarn, and last is Sister Tilda. Travelling along the back, Strawberry Lass is still trapped deep here around Misty Mahal. Through on the fence goes Idle Bruce, about a length and a half to Bagpipe Blues, who settles down okay 4th. Just got his mouth open at the moment though from Melody's Lass, Noah Yarn. Second last is Trista Court, and 2 back last is Sister Tilda, about 8 lengths off the lead. Down the side, Idle Bruce led a half length on Misty Mahal. Strawberry Lass is still out there 3 wide. 2 lengths to Bagpipe Blues, followed then by Trista Court. Going through there towards the inside is Melody's Lass. Second last, Sister Tilda. Noah Yarn back to last. Into the straight, Idle Bruce, Misty Mahal. Strawberry Lass has dropped off. A length to Misty Mahal, who may have broken down there or got checked onto heels and flattened Melody's Lass. And down the centre, Trista Court's coming with a run, but Bagpipe Blues took the front at the 200 from Idle Bruce. Down the centre, Trista Court looking some chance, but Bagpipe Blues has got a good lead. Ducking in is Trista Court, and then Idle Bruce, but drawing away the favourite, and Bagpipe Blues gets in about 2 lengths in the run home, the margin from Trista Court and Idle Bruce. 4th home, Noah Yarn. A long break then to Misty Mahal, followed by Strawberry Lass, Sister
400 metres, and away they go. Yodel Lara from the inside, one of 2 mares in the race, the other 4 being geldings, and Yodel Lara leads narrowly from Celebra. Lineage in 3rd spot. Sir Bacchus running 4th, and a couple of lengths is Vegas, and last of all is Green Diamond. Down the straight on the inner track they travel into the judges' box, around to go, and Craig Carmody has Yodel Lara leading the way narrowly from Celebra. 3rd is Lineage. About a length and a half further off is Sir Bacchus, as Vegas is second last, and about 2.5 lengths to Green Diamond. Out of the straight they travel, and going along to the 1800 marker, and Yodel Lara lopes along about 3/4 of a length on the Canberra galloper Sir Libra. 2.5 lengths away, 3rd is Lineage, who's tagging Sir Libra. Inside of Lineage is the Gay Waterhouse prepared Sir Bacchus, and 3 lengths to his Vegas, and a length and a half further off is Green Diamond. No change now towards the back of the course, 1600 metres out, and Yodel Lara leads the way. Over the crossing at the 1600, she's out by 3/4 to a length on Sir Libra. Sir Bacchus, Shane Dyes mount on the inside of Lineage, and about 2.5 to his Vegas on the outside of Green Diamond. A nice evenly run clip as they work down the back of the course now and head in the direction of the halfway pole, and that's the 1200, and Yodel Lara has been in front from the word go, and she's 3/4 of a length on Celebra, keeping in close attendance. However, Sir Bacchus is 3rd, and 4th is Lineage, and 2.5 to Green Diamond on the inside of his Vegas. As they race onto the next corner, they've got 1,000 metres ahead of them here, and Yodel Lara is making play. About a length and a half on the New South Wales tote favourite Sir Libra. Third is Sir Bacchus, then Lineage, followed second last on the inside by Green Diamond, a half length to as Vegas. Still no variation, and the 6 of them racing in pairs now as they are arriving at the 700, and Yodelar a 3/4 of a length on Sir Libra, being ridden along a little now. Third is Sir Bacchus, Lineage is fourth, and then is Vegas being revved up, and Green Diamond is last. This is an interesting race, despite the smallness of the field, and with 450 to go as they round the home corner, and Yodelar is hanging badly, and Raymond Shane Dye drove Sir Bacchus through, and it hits the front on the outside. Lineage, followed by Green Diamond. Sir Libra is not doing enough, and as Vegas is next. The leader, Sir Bacchus. Lineage coming at it with Green Diamond, and past the 200. Well, Sir Bacchus is gone. Green Diamond hits the front. Lineage trying to pick up the mare. Green Diamond just the leader. Lineage trying valiantly. Green Diamond hanging on, and Green Diamond will win a boil over. Green Diamond beat Lineage. Sir Bacchus third as Vegas fourth. Sir Libra fifth, and Yodelara last of all.
To begin with, Duke Levain. Bindara Bell goes to the tail. First into stride over near the inside there was Lestria to be one of the leaders settling down. Over Lady Petunia Handy, followed then by Donna Nostra a little bit wide. Further back on the field is Wish for Rain going around the outside as Dutch Dancer. They were followed by Love Me True over on the inside, a length and a half then to Arctic Red. Followed further back by the Vertical Mare, Delcos over on the inside. Then Gold Seeker about 5 lengths away. Then came Duke Levain. Second last Bindara Bell and about a length and a half away to Multani at the tail. 1100 to go along the back of the track, and the leader now Donna Nostra had rested the lead away. In second placing there is Dutch Dancer, followed by Lestria, third on the inside. A length and a half back then came Lady Petunia, followed further back by Love Me True. Over on the outside next would have been Wish for Rain. A length and a half back then came Arctic Red, followed by Delcos. The favourite Gold Seeker, fourth last the outside. 2 lengths Bindara Bell, followed by Duke Levain. And 3 lengths Multani at the tail, going under to the 600 metre corner now. And the leader was Donna Callis by a length or so clear. Dutch Dancer up running second, a length back third, then came Lestria the inside, then Lady Petunia going okay, followed further back by Duke Levain. Gold Seeker, the favourite, is coming into it quickly now. They were followed by Love Me True. Next is Duke Levain, followed by Delcos, and 3 away to Multani. Up to the corner, 400 to go. Whipping around the Arctic Red on the outside, went up fast to join Lady Petunia. Gold Seeker getting a run through on the centre, and over on the inside is Dutch Dancer. In the straight, 150 to go. Lady Petunia quickly tackled by the favourite Gold Seeker. Gold Seeker the outside, and Lady Petunia coming down the outside is Arctic Red with a good run, but Gold Seeker finally breaks through. Gold Seeker a length and a half. Arctic Red flashed up to get second. Lady Petunia third. They were followed by Dutch Dancer, then came Duke Levain, followed by Love Me True, and then came Delcos, followed by Multani. Next in the field is Wish for Rain, followed by Bindara Bell, Donna Nostra, and last in Lestria.
So, the Footy Cup, race number 4 about to get underway. 13 of the football clubs represented, and they're about to jump. Off on the Footy Cup now, Educate out fairly towards the inside. Nicola Lass gets back in the early part, and so does Sky Heights to second last. Apogee Storm and All the Blur bounce out in front, and they lead to Storm and Prince settling third, followed by Admired and Educate getting up on the inside. Coupled to Dana Jiver and then Blueber in the all-white, followed by Manila Pan and the Footscray colours over on the rails. 2 lengths behind them, Wajib Star, and they're followed by Prospero. Then back behind those horses, about a length and a half away to Haywire. Towards the end of the field then is Sky Heights. He's a long way back over on the inside in company with Nicola Lass. Storm and Prince had bolted clear coming towards the home turn, about 4 lengths in front of All the Blur. Running third, Apogee Storm on the outside, followed by Dana Jiver in fourth position around Educate. 2 lengths further back in the field then at the head of the other horses is Admired, making some ground, and they're being followed when they corner. Swinging to the outside now with its run is Bellow Signor. Bellow Signor coming wide, but the leader is Storm and Prince. Apogee Storm after it. All the Blurs battling. A gap to Admired, getting into fourth placing now. Manila Pan is battling. Back behind them is Prospero. Sky Heights has come through on the inside, but still about 4 lengths away. Apogee Storm and Prince. Apogee Storm on the outside and Storm and Prince. Here's Prospero coming home, and Bellow Signor in the Tigers colours is coming after them. Bellow Signor swapping the leaders with Prospero, but Bellow Signor beat Prospero. Apogee Storm holding third, and Sky Heights rattling through on the inside. Storm and Prince a weakening fifth, and they were followed by Haywire. Back behind those to finish in the race was Dana Jiver and Admired together, and then came behind these Bluebrew in the all-white from Wajib Star, Manalapan towards the end. Nicola left.
Back in the race then to Stylish Isla. Gems Express is last, and in front of her is Danelaw up before the turn. Bluesman a neck in front of Deliberate Force. 2 lengths to Booney Jammer Internal, then Croatian Kingdom. Midnight Dust to the outside from Emily's Pride. Further back in the race then to Gems Express with Danelaw in the straight of the 400, and it's Deliberate Force going out after the leader, Bluesman. Booney Jammer down the centre, and then Internal followed by Midnight Dust down to the 200. Still Bluesman a couple in front from Booney Jammer Internal, then Midnight Dusk and Gems Express right down the centre, but Bluesman is well clear, safely holding Internal and Booney Jammer at bay, and Bluesman's going to lead all the way. Bluesman wins easily, about 3 or 4 lengths in the run home. Internal second, Booney Jammer third, followed home by Emily's Pride with Midnight Dust. Gems Express has picked up a couple in the straight, including Croatian Kingdom with Danelaw, Stylish Isla, and last home was Deliberate Force.
Thompson, the back of one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring them up onto the stage, introduce them individually. We'll have a quick chat to each one, and then the outstanding could have been champion, Greg Champion, will sing the football song for you. Here they are coming around up the front. Freddie Goldsmith, Kevin Murray, Graham Arthur, Bernie Quinlan. Behind them with Donnie Scott. On the outside, the tall bloke with the big black moustache, David Cloak. In the centre, Simon Madden, Charlie Sutton, the great Footscray fullback and captain. And in the back row, we have Lenny Thompson and Jack Collins, the champion full forward from the Footscray Football Club. OK, the boys will start to come up onto the stage, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get them over the microphone, have a quick chat, only a couple of moments with each one, and then we'll introduce you to the Greek champion from the could have been champions and the Adelaide Crows. Isn't it nice to see them slip up after the last couple of years? We got to get them now. This year we've got to get a Vic side up. We all know that. I'm not against you Adelaide Crows people. Please don't think that. OK, the boys will come up and we'll introduce them as they come up the stage after the mascots have taken their place. There's the QBE Sydney Swans, the Western Bulldogs, the Mighty Tigers, won the big race. Good on your Tigers, go get them. And of course the Cats at the back. It's good to see you here all today, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Victoria Racing Club. And we'll introduce these players as they come out on the stage, and we'll have a quick word to each one. We'll ask them to stay up on the stage while Greg Champion sings the football theme song. So we'll just get these players up when they're ready. If you'd like to come up, gentlemen, one by one, we'd appreciate it. Whoever likes to go first, and we'll introduce you. I don't think, OK. Well, what'll we, Kevin Murray? Come on, Kev. We'll get you up first. Fitzroy champion, played well over 400 games. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Murray, an ornament of the game of football. For many years, played with a back brace, a kind of very bad back. We'll get Kevin up here for a quick word. Kevin, we'll just get to this microphone here.
Hey, Teddy, how are you, mate?
Yeah, Kev, well, it's good to see you, mate. I reckon you can go around again.
I'd love to, but need a wheelchair to get around, mate.
Well,
lovely to be here, and we appreciate the VRC inviting us, all the old footballers, because you're not really gone and forgotten, but we're really admired being here today.
One of the really greats. What a big round of applause for him. Kevin Murray, ladies and gentlemen, one of the all-time greats in the Hall of Fame, Kevin Murray. Thanks, Kev. We'll ask you just to stand at the back there for a moment. Freddie Goldsmith. Freddie, from memory, if I'm right, won the 1954 Brownlow medal. Am I right, Fred? 55. Oh, 1 year out. They're all going to crucify me now. I can't win. Come up, Freddie. Little bit of a bad knee from many injuries in the football field. Freddie Goldsmith, come up for this microphone, Freddie, the centre one, please, mate.
All right, Ted.
Good on you, Freddie. Welcome once again to the VRC Day. It's a great occasion, isn't it?
Wonderful day, and I'd like to thank the VRC for the invitation, and hope you're all backing plenty of winners. Thank you.
Good on you, Freddie. Freddie Goldsmith, the 1955 Brownlow medalist with South Melbourne. OK, who we got next? Graham Arthur, the Hawthorn champion, the captain, who captained to a premiership and played many, many games with the Hawks. What about a big round of applause? Graham Arthur, ladies and gentlemen. This one here, please, Graham. Thank you.
Thanks, Teddy. How are you?
Good, Graham.
Good.
Great day for it.
Lovely day. Except I came back a winner. I'll demand, can anybody give me a tip?
I'm sure there's a few people here that got a few dollars too, Graham, but welcome once again on behalf of the VRC Hawthorn champion, ladies and gentlemen, Graham Arthur. Thank you, Graham. Donnie Scott.
But that is a great race. Set now. And they're off. They came away in a very good line too. One of the best out was Wileni, who'll go straight to the lead from She's My Sunshine. Right up there too on the extreme outside is Lyrics, and settling Wileni, taken on by Lyrics. Rolling Brook third. Walk the Walk is fourth, then She's My Sunshine, followed by Etc. Shadow Waltz, and then Rose of Charlie, and well back on the run is La Moulin in company with Broker's Point. They race round the corner at the 1,000, and here Lyrics on the outside takes over from Wileni. 2.5 to Rolling Brook and Walk the Walk. A couple, Etc. Then comes She's My Sunshine. Wider out is Broker's Point, and then a break to Shadow Waltz on the inside from Rose of Charlie and La Moulin 3 deep and back near the tail. Coming along the side of the track towards the 600 pole, and Lyrics is the leader, about a length on Wileni. Travelling third is Rolling Brook, and then Walk the Walk, followed by Broker's Point. A length, Etc. followed by Shadow Waltz. La Moulin's been wide from the start. Rose of Charlie scrubbed hard second last, and She's My Sunshine is back to the tail. They straighten up, and Wileni punching up on the inside, almost joined Lyrics. Rolling Brook attacking the pair of them, then Walk the Walk, and 2 lengths further back is Broker's Point. La Moulin a mile away, but Wileni accelerated, and Wileni down to the 120, put about 2.5 lengths on Lyrics, followed by Walk the Walk, but Wileni's outclassing her rivals, and Wileni easily from Lyrics or Walk the Walk. And then came on the outside Rolling Brook from Broker's Point, good margin La Moulin, and then Etc. Rose of Charlie, She's My Sunshine, and last home was Shadow Waltz.
To lead by a length, the Carliana settling down. The favourite Straits Code is now third from Big Mistake, reefing on the inside. The boy high in the irons there. They were followed by Family Greydale, whipping around the outside. Going into the back straight now, and the leader was Family Greydale by about a length and a half to 2 lengths down. To Carliana second, on the outside of Speedaway third. They were followed by the favourite Straits Code, sitting fourth on the outside of Big Mistake. Still inclined to reef back on the inside, about 2 lengths away then. Came Hot and Hurler, and a length and a half to Lightning Leroy at the tail. Along the back of the track they go, going past the 800 metre mark, and Family Greydale the leader. A half length clear of Carliana the outside second. Third is Speedaway the inside. Then Straits Code followed by Big Mistake. A length or so to Hot and Hurler. Second last, and Lightning Leroy at the tail. Racing up the back straight, they come up towards about the 700 metre mark now, and it's Carliana the outside, and Family Greydale followed by Straits Code sitting third on the outside, and they were followed by Speedaway. They were followed by Big Mistake going through in the centre, then Hot and Hurler, and Lightning Leroy at the tail. 300 to go on the turn. Family Greydale tackled strongly by Carliana. Straits Code is coming up 3 deep on the outside, and they were followed by Speedaway into the clear. Straits Code on the outside immediately shot to the lead in the straight down, drew clear over Carliana, followed by Speedaway on the outside, but it's Straits Code coming away to win it by 2.5 lengths. Ease down. Second is Speedaway. Close up Carliana third. Then Lightning Leroy from Big Mistake. Hot and Hurler, and last in Family Greydale.
And they're all in the stalls, and they're now ready to go. Q was the last locked away, and they're about to jump. Race 5. Time scale on the inside. Off they go, and a beautiful start too. Timothy Tam, one of the first to break the line from Uncovered, who jumped well. Pirate Copy is up there from Look for Mercury, Bay Demas. Timescale pushing through on the inside. King Cossack going forward as well, and then Ushku very tightly bunched as they go past the 1200 metres. Bay Demas is working to the lead here from Pirate Copy. King Cossack settling a neck away third, and then 2 lengths back to Uncovered. Over on the outside of him is Ushku, about 4 wide. Timescale the rail and about a half a length away, then Look for Mercury. 1.5 Royalty Galore, followed by Timothy Tam a long way back with Carinya Habit, honourable mention. Jet Lag next to last, and back at the tail end of the field is Square Time. Bay Demas well off the rail, heads to the 600 in front. Pirate Copy near the inside. King Cossack under pressure before the bend, and then Ushku around it. Uncovered about 5th with the white sleeves and cap, followed by Look for Mercury. When they corner, Royalty Galore is the deepest runner. Timothy Tam under the whip behind them when they corner. Honourable mention trying to get into the clear, trying to push Jet Lag out of the way, out wide. Passing the 400 metres now, they're across the track with Pirate Copy bursting to the lead from Bay Demas. Ushku running on well on the outside, clear of Uncovered, Royalty Galore. Jet Lag and honourable mention the widest runners. Pirate Copy's grabbed and headed by Ushku. Royalty Galore coming at Ushku. Carinya Habit's got up on the rails. It's Ushku out wide in front of Royalty Galore. Ushku a neck to Royalty Galore, honourable mention. But Ushku wanted a head to Royalty Galore. Honourable mention a close third from Carinya Habit, Jet Lag, and then came King Cossack, Pirate Copy. Next to finish in the race was Look for Mercury, and they were followed by Bay Demas, Uncovered and Timescale, Timothy Tam towards the end, and Square Time last of all.
From Baringa Set, Best of Justice. Behind those, Ranchers Classic, followed by Classical Cinders, Classic Fleet and Bruth and Gem at the tail. They're slowing down as they settle into stride, and the leader is Video Flash, who holds a narrow lead from Ace's Spirit. 2 lengths to Floaty third, who gets around the outside of She's Irish. Just tucked in behind them is Brown Pepper from Best of Justice. A length to Classical Cinders, followed by Baringa Set, Classic Fleet, Bruth and Gem, and back to last is Ranchers Classic down to the 600 mark, and it's Ace's Spirit on the outside with Video Flash leading by just over a length on Floaty. Brown Pepper in behind them with She's Irish. Pulling towards the centre here is Best of Justice. Baringa Set behind them with Classical Cinders into the straight. Ace's Spirit just in front of Video Flash. Down the centre comes Floaty. Classical Cinders gets through now, and it's Ace's Spirit taking the lead at the 200 mark from Video Flash. Down the centre, Floaty still coming with Classical Cinders. Floaty's got to the lead now. Classical Cinders out after her. Video Flash back on the inside. Classical Cinders and Video Flash, who's still there on the fence. In fact, she's in front, Video Flash, and Video Flash gets the money about a half length. Classical Cinders. Third in is Floaty from Ace's Spirit and Baringa Set, followed by Bruth and Gem, Best of Justice, Ranchers Classic. Next in Classic Fleet from She's Irish, and at the tail was Brown Pepper.
Particular Escapee Pittance has been passed as fit to run. Dane Power late scratching, and they're all in set for the That's Life. Race 4 here at Randwick, and they're off. Happy Hero from the inside didn't jump brilliantly, but is not that far away, and Pitton's going through and is going to join Hannibal for the early lead. Happy Hero making a line of 3, followed by Bystander Astro Link, and then comes Macassar Symphony, and a length and a half further back in the field on the inside. Huge Demand from Our Spy Guy, and a good margin to Consolidator and Molokai Express. Travelling past the 550, and here Hannibal just leads Happy Hero. Astro Link and Bystander very wide. Pitton's behind those. And then Huge Demand, a length further back, Macassar Symphony losing ground from Our Spy Guy. Consolidator and Molokai Express in the straight, 300 to go. And Happy Hero got away about a length and a half. Hannibal, the inside next is Pittons. Huge Demand pulled out towards the centre of the track, but Happy Hero is doing it in good style. Huge Demand about 3 or 4 lengths away second, but Happy Hero being shaken up by the rider Brian York in no danger. And Happy Hero wins well from second, going to Huge Demand. Nothing in it for third. Pittons and Hannibal from Our Spy Guy, Consolidator, Astro Link. Bystander, Molokai Express, and Macassar Symphony was last home with a late scratching of number 5, Dane Power.
Up on the firing line there too, a Seattle Rocket followed further back by Pademas. Just in behind them, Seagull on the outside, followed by Charka Bay. About 4 lengths away then came Janice, who's second last, and last is Slim Realm. Racing down the back at about the 700 metre mark now, and going fast, Peter Lynn on the outside, and Straight Clip they lead. Full of Spirit easing back to third, followed by Seattle Rocket. They were followed further back by Blushing Dome. Over on the inside there came Pademas, followed by Seagull in the all-wide. 2 to Charka Bay, followed further back by Janice, and 2 or 3 to Slim Realm. 400 to go after the turn, and the leader down on the inside, Straight Clip, is just in front. Over on the centre there came Peter Lynn, followed wide out by Seattle Rocket, and then Full of Spirit. 250 to go on the turn, and into the straight, and the leader here is Straight Clip on the inside. Peter Lynn going through in the centre, Seattle Rocket. Full of Spirit is dropping right out, going up fast. Seattle Rocket on the outside is joining Straight Clip down on the inside. Straight Clip on the outside, and also back on the inside, Straight Clip, but it's Seattle Rocket from Straight Clip, and third is Seagram, followed by Charka Bay. Next on the outside is a Seattle Slim Realm. They were followed further back in the race there by, on the inside would have been Pademas, followed further back by Full of Spirit, and they were followed by Peter Lynn, and then came Janice, who was amongst the tail enders of the field.
An attendant climbing in there. Nasrawilla on board his last ride before going out to serve a suspension. Off they go. Northern Cyclone began well. They're all going to come to the outside with one exception, and that is Jewel of Kingston, who'll fly solo down the inside. Fuss began well, but there's plenty of pace out here, and Swift Avenue leads. Black Festival, Northern Cyclone going up in the orange sleeves and cap to join the leading two. In behind them then came Solid Wood settling down fourth with the pink blinkers. They're followed by Indian Blade against the outside rail, and then Captain Cortez Clan. Behind those horses then is Wilkinson. Endless Power's a good way back from Final Way, and Fuss is last of the grandstand division. And over on the other side there, Jewel of Kingston keeping up with them for the time being. They come to the 300 metres now. Oh, Northern Cyclone's the first under pressure. Solid Wood and Black Festival race to the 200 metres together now. Clear of Indian Blade. It's Solid Wood bursting to the front. The overall leader, Solid Wood, with Indian Blade coming at them in Endless Power switching course. Solid Wood tackled by Indian Blade. Indian Blade and Solid Wood, they hit the line, nothing in it. Either Indian Blade or Solid Wood. Endless Power flew home to grab third ahead of Final Way. Northern Cyclone tastes defeat for the first time. Jewel of Kingston the first time on the inside of the track, and then came Captain Cortez. Back behind them was Wilkinson, being followed by Clan Fuss towards the end. Swift Avenue after showing pace.
2 on Stoic Jester. Athapascan Hero deep out gets to third now, passing Rare Nothing. A length further back in the race then to Lavender Bird, who's on the outside there of Mediate, followed by Princely Bird, Smoke the Clay. Third last Dancing Raj, followed by second last Storm Rising. And at the tail is Highly Handy. Down to the 600, Just a Printer. Just over a length in front of Stoic Jester. Athapascan Heroes raced wide all the way. Then Rare Nothing with Mediate, Dancing Raj. Peeling very wide on the track is Storm Rising with Highly Handy, and then Lavender Bird into the straight, and Just a Printer under pressure, joined by Stoic Jester. Mediate gets out. Down the centre is Rare Nothing. Stoic Jester race to the front down to the 200. Mediate to second. Just a Printer struggling, and then Rare Nothing at Stoic Jester in front. Mediate is trying to close on the outside. Stoic Jester 2 or 3 clear though, and they won't catch Stoic Jester, and Stoic Jester careers away close to home, wins about 3 lengths. Mediate second, and third Just a Printer, followed by Rare Nothing, Smoke the Clay. Behind them was Dancing Raj, Highly Handy, with Lavender Bird, Storm Rising, Athapascan Hero.
Racing. And the best out was Baron Shelley from the inside. The second pick floor jumped out pretty well. Tower of Terror not far back with Miss Chanel Adilles, and then a break to Let's Get Smashed, and further away is McLaver in company with Far Beyond, and Charm Girl is not all that far away as they work to the back. 1,500 metres to go, and here Floor on the outside runs to the lead, about a length or so on Ills, going up on the outside of Baron Shelley. Miss Chanel making a line of 3 and 2.5 to Tower of Terror, followed closely then by Far Beyond. And then on the inside rail, next is Let's Get Smashed, followed closely by on the outside of it, MacLaver, and last of all is Charm Girl. They race on towards the next corner, sighted near the 1100 metres, and Floor shows the way about a length on Miss Chanel. Travelling third is Baron Shelley, and Ills is fourth. Next on the outside, Tower of Terror, followed by MacLaver covering a bit of ground. Far Beyond's in the middle. Let's Get Smashed is on the inside, and Charm Girl is last 8 lengths from Floor, who leads the field coming onto the side of the track and down to the 800 marker. Floor about a half to 3/4 of a length clear. Second posse is Miss Chanel, and third Tower of Terror. The favourite Baron Shelley fourth on the inside of Ills, who's a stablemate of the leader Floor, and then MacLaver 2 lengths to